What is up guys, Wraec here with a new video, and today I want to show you guys how I cleared all 1000 stages in Lair Expedition in Force War. Actually all of them cleared right now. Today the last two levels, Ranger and Priest, were unlocked. I have to say this season it was quite easy. Not really any particular reason, I guess it's just that we reached the breaking point for the stats to make it kinda easy. I think I needed the most attempts today, and that was like 14 attacks, and for all other days it was like 2 or 3. So was quite okay, and of course given we had the most difficult boss, Ranger Elite, today, makes kind of sense. So why is it even difficult to do 1000? Well, if you don't know that, every time you do an attack in Force War, you have to select those modifiers, and those actually raise your danger levels. Most of them give the enemy insane stat buffs like 60% damage reduction, etc. You have to block certain types of heroes in there, and then you end up getting to this point, and this button actually blocks Transcendence heroes, so no Transcendence heroes can be deployed, and you have to select every single modifier, and then you reach 1000 danger level. And you have to deal with all of the modifiers that are in here all the time, so like the 100 energy reduction, all of that, and that makes it quite difficult. For the most part, actually, I usually went in here and used some carries and the Elena, which we actually didn't need. I used that last season because I tried to get the energy drain and all of the highest attack debuffs on this Elena, and this time around I didn't even do that. We can do one quick attempt at this, maybe we'll do a few more, because I have some tricks that I can show you. You can see the damage was quite high. I remember the times where we straight up got one shot every single time. This is no longer the case. Actually, this LFA can tank quite a lot in there. So no longer really a problem, and bam, there is the big hit. Nearly killing everything. That is actually quite bad, and probably not a successful one. I really want to get like 3 to 4 kills at least, and I definitely want to kill the boss, which didn't really work out. We got the kill there. As long as we get an energy... Oh no, that is not a win. Let's skip the battle and try that again. It's still some RNG involved. Do we get stunned? Do we get CC? Do we get the right hits? All of that is rather important. Let's triple speed that. And it's like really, it's the LFA active. If it's good, then it's alright. If we get the energy drain, yeah. If it looks something like this, yeah, easy clear. Even though we were CC'd, we didn't even crit with LFA. And that is of course for Balance Strike. It's just that we reached a point where we can just one-shot 4 enemies at a time, and that really makes it easy. We didn't even need Drake at that point, so quite insane. Why is that possible? Well, the thing is, I would say Deific artifacts made the biggest change here. We of course need a certain bit of attack. I think I have more attack than I would actually need to clear this. I have 81 million right here, and that is with a crit damage, crit attack stone, and 1-star gear, so it could be improved. The thing about this really is that we now have Deific Harp, and Deific Harp is insane. It's 26% attack, 3% holy damage, and there is a 50% attack buff in here and 50% all damage dealt. So this is a huge attack buff, huge all damage dealt buff, and this really makes it possible for me to one-shot those enemies and really one-shot every single enemy that is in there. So quite insane. I even managed to solo clear this with Aspen. And if you saw the fight, you might imagine why this is possible. He can tank the first round. Let's just try it. He can tank the first round. And beyond that, you really just need the RNG to hit the right enemy and clear the right enemy. So we remove all of those, put him in the front row, and you can see, because he has so much damage reduction by attack, he doesn't actually lose that much HP. He can't take an active skill though. That is the problem. He can't really take an active skill, so you have to kind of get lucky with the heroes that survive. And yeah, definitely have to get rid of that Wraec, some dodge, and then it can work. We can try 1 or 2 times more. And that is like the thing. I don't think I really adjusted my team even a whole lot for the other fights. Yeah, we can't take that LFA. You might be able to take the S model, but not the LFA. So, yeah, that was just it. I definitely did it successful before, though. On most of those stages, it is a pretty similar lineup. Like, Priest was easy. This, I think, the Ranger Elite boss was the one where I adjusted the most. You can see I cleared it with Cruise and Ignis. Ignis, this guy has energy drain on crit. Very, very annoying. So you kind of want to run a little bit of a Suicide Ignis to recover the energy on your LFA, so you get that turn one active skill. And I run the Cruise, and I actually do run Snow Hearts, the Deific Snow Hearts, not for the attack reduction, but to change the speed order, because the enemy team in here, can we just attack that? Let's check if we can set up this team real quickly. We get the Cruise, her, then we need one carry, and I need my PDE, and we can try to attack this one single time. So what we really want to achieve on this fight, we want to get a quick stun so that Penny in the best case doesn't attack, and we got a little bit too many crits already. In the best case, we get a hit on the Cruise that is strong enough to get it below 50% HP. We get a hit on the Ignis that's strong enough to kill it, and then we get an active skill with Aspen without getting the dynamite armor that reflects damage on the Penny. Then we do the active skill and kill off probably the Penny. We definitely need to kill off the boss, the Star Alchemist Holmes Young, likely the Cthulhu as well. So, I mean, the RNG on this one is a bit more specific, definitely. But we can just watch it again, try it again. Changing the attack order is really key here. Otherwise, the Penny attacks first can still happen. Is a bit less likely, yeah. And the dodge, yeah, not that great. We even got an active skill here, but the Penny Reflect, yeah, wasn't too nice. There are other ways to deal with the Penny Reflect as well, if you want to adjust your team for that, because she's usually lowest life, she is highest attack, she's many things that are targeted by heroes. So if you want to get rid of that, that is one way. On the usual team, not on this one, I tend to go with yeah, that is a bug I already saw. You see, like, I have like full energy and still don't do an active skill. I think that's just a visual bug though. And usually I do it with a basic attack from a Ferric Investor, because that targets highest attack. That is a pretty nice way to deal with a Penny. Otherwise, an option is also to use like an SQH, because an SQH just targets so much. Yeah, and on this, well, we didn't have enough energy, so sadly we lose here. If our PDE was highest attack, that wouldn't happen, because actually our Elena would have been drained, and that would have made it a lot easier. But it's like still a lot of RNG, who gets crit, who attacks first, and if we don't have energy on round 1, then we definitely don't win. So yeah, it's like one way. One cool thing I want to show you guys though, and that is probably all I want to show you guys in this video, or like with one more discussion that we want to make. In this fight, in this particular fight against the mage boss, there is something interesting that you can use. And this is something that I definitely definitely want you guys to know. Because in this fight there is something special. Where is it? At the beginning of each battle, stuns the ally with the highest attack. And this is a problem for many, and there is a solution now. So, you go in here, you challenge, and the hero you want to have on your team now is actually Melissa. Melissa is the hero you want to have on your team right now. And what Melissa does is, she can remove CC. So, whenever an ally gets CC'd, if she has more than 50 energy, she will spend some energy and remove the CC. And this actually works on the stun. So when my Aspen now gets stunned, you can see, bam, the honeybee effect comes, and we are instantly no longer stunned. Also won this with this team, and with a pretty easy win. So this strategy, kind of cool if you just have one damage dealer. You might also actually want to use that outside of this 1000 clear meta, because it's just a very cool thing to do. It's just a very cool way. You just need Melissa. I put an energy artifact on her, I think. And you can get rid of this stun, and you can use a super strong damage dealer and don't have to worry about making anybody higher attack or something like this. Because after you get rid of the boss and did your big active skill, then it's no longer really a problem. you are in a pretty good position. So right now, let's see. Let's watch this fight again. Didn't really expect it because we set it up so sloppily. I think this one will be a window. Too many here enemies surviving there. Even though we got good drains at least. Can we really clear them one by one? I can't imagine that works. Or does it work? We got stunned there again. She removed it. That is pretty cool. Bam. Still winning there. So Melissa really MVP here. Kind of cool. One thing that I still wanted to discuss with you guys, and for that we claim the loot. We donate once again. I think it's insane. I'm place 11 with all 1,000 fights cleared. And all of 1,000 fights pretty optimally cleared. Everything pretty much on time, never capped on resources, and place 11. So, yeah, not even top 10 with all of 1,000 clears. I don't know if that is like, it feels so old. Feels like an old game mode where everybody is kind of successful because everybody can like jump the bar for the top loot or jump the bar for the max amount of points, and that is like so annoying. So now everybody that can basically clear 1,000 just has to watch out for Scout and hope that Scout gives him good loot, otherwise you won't be up there. So the difference really between me and place 1 is really just Scout basically, which is a bit stupid. So I would hope they just add a few difficulties to that. Maybe just add a few stat difficulties, make this instead of times 10, times 15, add like 5 layers to it or something. That would be an option for it. But like that right now, I mean, like it won't be long until you are out of top 100, even when you clear it in the optimal way and clear every 1,000. And that I think would be rather annoying. Like then it becomes a game mode where you solely rely on the RNG of Watchtower, and whether or not you are in the top rankings just decided by that. And in this game mode, sadly, it's rather important to be in the top 100 because you get so much more loot. Look at that. It's like 50 of the charms here of the luxury treasure chest, or you get 20 if you fall out of 100. So 2.5 times the loot compared to being over 160,000 points, so that is a bit insane. And so I would rather not have to rely on RNG to stay in here. But yeah, some tricks that you could use here. Suicide Ignis always good, carry always good, and other than that, Aspen, very decent carry hero. Some people use Forces, by the way. I don't do that. I like to use my Aspen just because I have a great copy, and I like to see some big Aspen actors because that is pretty cool. Yeah. So thank you guys for watching. Hope this helped you a little bit, or at least gave you a perspective on how 1,000 stages are cleared. And with that, I wish you a great day. We'll see us in the next one.